Hi, this is Alken, and welcome back to my channel. As you may have known, 24 hours ago, we had the CEO of United Healthcare was gunned down execution style on the streets of New York in Midtown, and he took a blazing escape route by a city bike into Central Park. I know, but I know it's a busy time of the day. You have tourists, you have all these people coming into New York City to work. And unfortunately, being this is DA, I hate to say his name, Alan Bragg's territory, this is just another example why New York City needs to dump this guy as fast as the New York Minute. I mean, it is a horrible situation. Even though we believe now that this was a targeted situation, knowing that Braggs has a history of downgrading all these type of incidents and crimes, wouldn't be surprised if he got caught, he would try to do the same thing. Then you wonder why people don't come to into defense. Ask Daniel Penny. Anyway, let me read you the story of what just happened. This just came over the wire several minutes ago. This is from ABC News, and we're going to put some intake from Gateway Pundit as well after this. So, search warrants sought in connection with the suspect in United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's murder. Doesn't have the name of the reporter, just ABC News. So it says police said the shooting appears to be a brazen, targeted attack. Oh, and one other thing, yesterday was supposed to be the lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, so you can see why the people were a little antsy yesterday. This happened several hours before the lighting of the tree. Not far. Anyway, Midtown. A search warrant is sought in the connection with the suspect wanted in the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Police now appear to be closing in on the identity of the shooter, sources said ABC News. Or told ABC News. The word density, defend, and dispose were discovered by detectives on the shell casings found on the scene where Thompson was gunned down, police sources told ABC News. Yes, the killer, before he did all that, wrote these words on these bullets. You know, it does seem like a personal thing. We don't know why. They're also investigating where the alleged shooter prepositioned an e-bike close to the scene of the incident as a means of escape. I mean, normally, you need your credit card information to get one of these things. I don't know if the person might have had a way to do this without getting registered. We just don't know. So Thompson, 50, from Minnesota, was shot around 6:45 a.m. outside the New York Hilton on 6th Avenue between 53rd and 54th Street, in which police said was a blazing, targeted attack. This is not far from Times Square. Three spent shell casings were found at the scene, along with 3 live rounds from a 9mm. Now we know what the gun is. And NYPD detectives are working to determine whether the words on the casing were meant as a message from the shooter and a hint at his motive. They believe the shooting could have been a result of a grudge against the insurance company. Yes, and there's different possibilities. Thompson was seen on video leaving his hotel across the street to enter the Hilton several minutes prior, around 6:40 a.m. on Wednesday. Police said he was rushed to Mount Sinai West, where he later died. The CEO was in New York City for a investor conference at the Hilton, which is in the heart of Midtown and just blocks away from Rockefeller Center. Thompson's schedule was widely known, and police believe the shooting was targeted and said it does not appear to be random. No, if he has bullets with words written on there, which is not something you usually do. The United Healthcare Investor Conference was scheduled to start at 8 a.m. I guess he went there to get early breakfast or something, early talks or something, who knows. The shooter appeared to have known which door Thompson was going to enter and was spotted on the video at least 5 minutes prior to the shooting, loitering around the hotel. Thompson was approached from behind and shot several times at point-blank range at the doorway on West 54th Street, including several rounds in the back and once in the right calf, so he couldn't run away. At one point, the gun appeared to jam. When the suspect cleared the jam, he resumed shooting. Personal thing? Could be. From watching the video, it does appear he is very good at the use of firearms, as he was able to clear the malfunction pretty quickly. NYPD Chief Joseph Kenny. Video obtained by Eyewitness News Wednesday night also captured the gunman walking east on 54th Street towards the Hilton as Thompson made his way to the hotel. It's not clear if any words were exchanged prior to the shooting. An Uber driver, I will not try to pronounce his name, I don't want to butcher it, watched the whole shooting unfold and snapped a photo as the shooter ran away. He said, I, holding my phone, then I heard the shot, and when I looked up, the guy had a gun, the silent gun, and I saw him shoot him. He ran across the street this way, the Uber driver said. The gunman described as 6'1" with a tall, thin, black build, wearing a black jacket, black hat, black ski mask, and black backpack. They said it was silver. He ran through the mid-block of the Ziegfeld alleyway and eventually jumped onto a bike and rode away into Central Park. Another new video shows the alleged suspect biking out of Central Park on West 85th Street after the shooting. Investigators later recovered surveillance image from a Starbucks 1 block north where the suspect visited a few minutes before the shooting, and a cell phone was found along the escape route. So we don't know if it's his or not. We're working through the cell phone. Obviously, we'll be processing for forensics, says NYPD Detective Bureau Chief Joseph Kenny. As far as the words are being exchanged, we do not have audio of that incident. We only have regular video. While a suspect has not yet been identified, police believe they will recover good forensic evidence from a water bottle and 2 power bar wrappers that was discarded at the same Starbucks, where police also obtained surveillance video of the suspect. Oh, you left too much evidence. Okay. They said the unspent bullet round and the cell phone, which they now have a search warrant to examine, will help their investigation as well. A canvas of surveillance cameras on the perimeter of Central Park also revealed a person resembling the suspect entering the park on the Upper West Side near Frederick Douglass houses hours before the shooting and exited the park on the West Side sometime after the shooting. A $10,000 reward is being offered for information. The victim's wife, Pauline Thompson, released a statement to ABC News. We are shattered to hear about the senseless killing of our beloved Brian. Brian was an incredibly loving, generous, talented man who has truly lived life to the fullest and touched by so many lives. Yeah, I'm sure that the gunman thought about one before. More importantly, Brian was an incredible loving father to our two sons and will be greatly missed. We appreciate your well wishes and request complete privacy as our family moves through this difficult time. And now we are so sad right now. Lena Rebbitt's sister of Thompson's wife told ABC News by phone. Rizzitz also said that she's especially worried about Thompson's two kids and called the CEO a godfather. United Healthcare parent company is United Healthcare Group, the largest healthcare insurance in the world. Thompson was promoted to the role of United Healthcare CEO in 2021. Thompson arrived in New York on Monday. He was walking into the Hilton alone without a security detail, the police said, which is kind of odd. I mean, especially when you're under someone that big. I mean, can you imagine if Kenny Lay of Enron, when he was in the middle of a scandal, not having any security around him? He would have been an easy target. Now, the original story that I was going to come up with was with Gateway, Pundit. They were talking about a situation that occurred that there's a DOJ investigation going on involving the stock and also an investigation about a merger that they're trying to block or had blocked between United Healthcare and another insurance medical group. They would have combined nursing homes and aspects together, but that's being blocked. So, yes, unfortunately, the CEO and some other people sold stock before some news came and the stock went down. So that's one of the reasons why there's an investigation about that. So we're not sure exactly what's going on, but if a person is that determined to kill this individual and writing stuff on bullets, that sounds personal to me. Whether it was somebody who had a claim that was denied or somebody was hurt financially, stock market wise, or of course hurt financially, medically wise, we don't know, but that's where it seems to be steering right now. It sounds like a scene from Murders in the Building, except it wasn't in the building. And unfortunately, you're not going to have Selena Gomez and Steve Martin and Martin Short investigating this one on a podcast. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of podcasters talking about this. Yeah. Maybe it'll be part of the next season. Who knows? But this also shows you how bad the situation is in Manhattan, because, people are getting assaulted regularly in the streets of New York. Manhattan's crime is out of control. Alan Braggs is not dealing with the crime. And I'm not surprised that nobody got involved here, because it's not that they're worried about the gunman. They're more worried about Alan Braggs doing something to them. So it is not surprising this happened at all. This is why you need to get rid of Alan Braggs and put somebody in there who will put people behind bars. The real criminals. Not go after Trump, not go after Daniel Penny, go after a bodega worker defending themselves. No, you need a real DA that's going to fight real crime and not look like a huge empire penguin looking for his next fish meal. I have to say it, but... And he also looks like a doofus. I don't like him either. He's one of the reasons why the fare beating has gotten so bad in New York City. Oh, and by the way, the former DA prior to him, He's also just as much of a scumbag too. Vance Jr. He's also doesn't want to go after fare beaters. He was the first one to start this nonsense. So anyway, this is Alcan saying so long for now, and don't forget to stop. And I'm sorry this video was a little longer than usual, but this circumstances needed this. All right, bye.